Leave a mark worth leaving. What's self-worth? The moment's fleeting. Carve your name in a tree, or just run your fingers through wet concrete, yeah. Okay, what is that song called? There we are. Carve your name in a tree, or just run your fingers through wet concrete, yeah. Leave a mark worth leaving. What's self-worth? The moment's fleeting. The sand runs through your fingers. It's gone, but the feeling lingers. Fuck, it's been a long time since I've heard that one. I've been out in the street, mixed with sleep paralysis. I can't scream, no, but I can watch. I watch them leaving. I wake up and wind up leaving. Who knows where these dreams come from? I know what I can become. What the fuck is with these lyrics? That is not what they are at all. Hold my hand wherever you are. Whoa. Take me there no matter how far I'll go. Hold my hand wherever you are. Whoa. Take me there no matter how far I'll go. And I'm not going to try to do the falsetto, because fuck that. Hi, Jordan. Hi, Wilku. I'm doing good. I'm officially fully verified on my YouTube shit, so I can actually get paid now. Woo! So naturally, I figured we'd go and we'd check out some welding thingies. Oh my god. Wait a second. You know what we can do? Oh, I'm so clever. I'm so fucking clever. God, I'm smart. I didn't save it, did I? Having a panic attack? That's fair, man. Well, here's the place where you can relax a little. Let's put shit in a tier list. Why not, eh? Okay, create from clipboard. Beep boop. Download. Hey, Jordan, you've been good to me. So, I have every intention of where I can being good to you. don't like how I did that D. All right. Yeah. I've been out in the street, mixed with sleep paralysis. I can't scream no. Oh, what about learn to trust? Can I hold it down? Have I been trying my best? Eternal questions always asking, feeling distressed. Oh. How's the shark today? I'm all right, Payne. The YouTube verification thing came in, so it is time to profit. Also, we had our last day of work for the year, so fuck that. Oh, that means it's gonna be a fucking month without a paycheck. Oh, that's gonna suck. We'll make it work. Yeah, the stuff that I was really concerned about financially has been largely alleviated. Not completely, but enough to where I can sleep, and that's what fucking counts. Oh, right. Should probably... It's only a few weeks with some holiday pay for me. Love holiday shutdown. Yeah. So, we will be putting the Amazon tools we find into a tier list. And if the background music at any point feels repetitive and starts to piss you off, say something and I'll immediately swap it to something that completely fucks over the mood and makes editing this really awkward. I think it's a little... Oh, that's not the volume slider. Okay. Let's start off simple. Soapstone. Welder's best friend. Simple as you'd think. Say something then I'll increase the volume is what I thought you'd say. May you give us a snippet of what you'd change it to? Nope. Because I don't know what I'll change it to. It'll probably be another song from Fire Emblem. Specifically, not Gaiden, the remaster, Shadows of Valentia. Because I actually quite like that game. So, Soapstone is, like I said, Welder's best friend. It's a fucking pencil. We just call it chalk, because that's what you fucking use as. You mark down your cuts or whatever, and it just rubs off. You can draw Homer Simpson on someone's table, and they won't get too mad at you because they can just wipe it off. These are not the rectangular soapstones. You see, the ones we have are these. And they're, the beauty of these square ones is that if they get really dull, you just slap your grinder on the side of it, it's sharp again. These round ones, while I'd assume it's still wood, it's just fucking simpler with the square, man. Also, 6 refills. Okay, fair enough. Now, there's no guarantee that these will survive shipping. That's what you deal with. But then, the holders. Assuming these don't get stolen by leaving them on your table overnight. Like, they're all right, but there's just not a big point to them. Unless you're dealing with a lot of mud, in which case it can actually be helpful. But if you're dealing with a lot of mud, you've got bigger problems typically. I can see this potentially being handy in the field, but every time that I've ran into a situation that this could have helped, you know, wiping it off with a dry part of your coveralls will fix that. I know from experience that things will just fucking shatter. Oh, wait. If I just copy the image, is it gonna... Nope. I'm going to put these in a solid C tier. Soapstone holders are not an essential, but if you're the sort of person that likes them, it's good to fucking have. Like, there's nobody who's going to talk shit about you for them. We're not going to do these like, oh, these kits. Next one, 4-piece welding magnet set. Now, let's see what we got here. 135 degrees, 90, and 45. So you're saying that it's magnetic and you can also check square with it? With strong adsorption and multi-angle of Yes Welder, you can weld efficiently and conveniently. High efficiency. Okay. So wait, with this saying max 50 pounds, are they saying it's a tool for fitting it? Obviously, this is just a bad Photoshop, but like you put it in that angle and then you fucking start welding? Like, I can see these having utility. Bad translations are usually a sign of good quality parts. Oh, I know. I would trust a multi-million-dollar project on Yes Welder. Wouldn't you? Yeah. Bottom line, like, it's not bad to have a square, but you could just have a square. Also, there's no fucking level in this. You could have easily stuck a little level in the center hole. And then suddenly, that's a fucking great product. Have like a degree thing, make it adjustable. Then you have a level that can go on different angles. And that's fucking helpful. I consider this a fucking missed opportunity. And I will not fucking stand for it. D tier. Oh. Wraparound. Have you guys ever dealt with a wraparound? Basically, with a pipe, if you need to make a cut and you don't want to like measure, let's say 4,638 millimeters from the end to the cut, like you don't want to do that like 6 fucking times to make sure that your mark's going to be... Holy fuck, I can't talk. Okay, you want to make a cut on a piece of pipe. You fucking wrap this around the pipe, like so, and then you trace along the side of it. And it's really fucking handy. Because, especially if you're, like, hand cutting something, or you need to do, like, a partial cut on whatever, like, these are actually really fucking handy. They're so fucking expensive, typically. I can only assume that the low price on this means that it's dog shit, but I can live with that. Like, yeah. Wraparounds are incredibly handy, and I love them. I cut pups for a long fucking time. Easy A tier. Depending on brand, you have to make sure the measurement's accurate. Oh, absolutely. But the cool thing about a wraparound is that you just need to make sure it wraps around and overlaps with itself. Then it doesn't matter what fucking marks are on this. As long as this neoprene or whatever the fuck it's made out of is a straight edge, you're good. Like, if you can, in theory, wrap it around the pipe like this, the way it is currently, like pipes in the center there, that's fucking perfect. Because that just means that, you know, I'm very bad at explaining it. But if you can get multiple wraps around the same one, then in theory, this is just a fucking straight line. All the way around. Okay, I'm getting tired of the fucking music. You guys win. Twilight of the Gods. Nope, fuck that. The Course of Gods and Men. Ugh. A Distant Promise. Sure. This is great for welding. This is wild. Wraparounds, man, they are fucking wild. MIG pliers are a fucking essential. Center finder. Oh my god. So, let's say you have your spool all rigged up and you need to drill a hole in the top of it to put an OLED so you can screw in whatever. You need to make sure that hole is drilled at a very specific spot. Dead center of it, however far from center of weld, or edge of fitting, or whatever. This is how you fucking do it. You get to the end, and you make this little thingy here, the pointy part, touch where your tape ends. And you make sure that this level stays fucking level, unless you're cutting it or putting it on a 45 or 90, in which case you adjust as needed, and you get what I mean. You make sure that the bubble's in the center, and if it fits with your tape measure, you're fucking gold. So then what you do is you take a hammer, you pound the fucking top of this thing, and it makes a fucking mark. It makes a little dent. And then from that, you can do your hole or whatever. Avoid playing Heritors of Arcadia. It's a good song, but I think it gets claimed. It does, and very violently. Which sucks. I fucking love that song. It's one of the very few, like, Fire Emblem songs with English lyrics that I fucking adore. But we need to get off of Distant Promise, because this one's starting to piss me off. Lord of a Dead Empire. This doesn't make me feel like I'm welding. A Song for Bygone Days. Sure. I love welding. But yeah. Center Finder is one of those things you can work without it, but once you start, you don't work without it. Easy A tier. Now you may notice that a lot of these tools are more for fitting. And what I will say to that is, fuck you, we're still doing them. Clamps, cam gauge. Ending song of Three Houses. Yeah, I have. Okay, so what we have here is a spacing wedge. Basically, when you're going to be doing your fit up, you need to have a certain amount of gap. That's either according to your weld procedure or whatever. Hi, Ziphius. We're learning about welding. Again. Let's see. Okay, they really don't fucking display what it's for. Basically, between those two pieces of metal, you need a certain amount of gap to deposit your weld metal in. Not too much, or else you're fucking filling a canyon with a fucking hole in it. And not too little, or else you're just not going to be able to penetrate all the way. So, if you don't have a good fit up, or if your fitter is dog shit, which happens, then one of these is indispensable. We like these. You can also use them as a chipping hammer if you're in a tight spot. Hi, Swag. Okay. So, step wedge, or not step wedge, regular wedge is B tier. This thing. This is what made me Plague Doctor mask with tinted lenses work as a good welding mask. No, it's not stupid. They actually do make welding goggles specifically for those of us who like having extreme sunburns on our faces. Plague Doctor mask, technically, if it's all leather, then you would probably actually be fine. However, the way the eyes are on a lot of Plague Doctor masks, it might not be too great for you. Also, the amount of tint you would need for welding would make it pretty much unable to be used in any other context. But that's a very valid question. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think it would work very well because getting that helmet on and off really quickly is just not feasible. So you get into position with a normal welding lid, you just go wha-chunk, and then your eyes are covered. But with that, you get into position, you get out of position, put the entire mask on, get it all together, and then wonder where the fuck you are. Excellent question. Enough tint to almost black out the sun. It depends on what sort of rod you're using, but yes. This thing was the reason that I wanted to make this video. Look at the words. Welder. Applicable to 110 volt. Internally heated. Laser welding. Iron welding. For home DIY. And then you look a little closer. Solder. Content. 63/37. Let's look at 63/37, which I definitely didn't do directly before this. Oh, would you look at that? It's fucking tin lead. This is not a fucking welding thing. This is a soldering iron. You cannot use this on iron. Available for various metal materials. Metal billboard. Why would you solder? Valve/pipeline. If you do this as an inspector, I'll have to double check the laws, but I'm pretty sure I'm legally obligated to beat the shit out of you. Shelf display stand. No? Art welding. If this were for welding, sure, but this is not. Shipbuilding. I am not experienced with ships, so my mother bought a weighted blanket. It was a normal blanket. I mean, it has some weight to it. The weight is very little, but it still counts. Come on, fucking. Let me fucking get the. Let's try Melody of Water. For low pressure stuff, it'd be fine. Fuck no. Fuck no. I mean, I guess there's the, do people solder copper pipes, right? I'm not familiar with copper pipes. Requiring lead-free solder. Okay, so this thing, the solder it comes with wouldn't work. Fair enough. Wouldn't use lead pipes for anything food or water related. I agree. I only build a ship if I want to be cool for King K. Rool cosplay. Fuck yeah. This is not for... let's try something else. Sure. Okay. Smart operation. Newbies can also weld well. Built-in smart application system. Simple operation, easy to use. No, the fuck it's not? Who's this? If you're welding, where the fuck are your glasses? Or lid, or something? Why the fuck are you wearing a low-cut shirt? You want something with a fucking collar on it. Like, spatter burns, it's little shit, but it scars. If you have mesh in a cosplay or something like that, it'd work. Fuck no, I don't want lead on it. The only time I've ever used soldering is for just fucking wires. Like splicing cords and shit. I'm not familiar with it on much of a scale, other than knowing it's not fucking welding. Lead frame, lead entrance, detachable side, lead free. Lead supply tube, stand trigger. Oh my god, so fancy. A visualization window. Oh boy. I'm trying to figure out, doesn't lead make people more aggressive? Most forms of illness tend to make people a little irritable, yes. Okay, let's play something else. Fuck this song! Fine, we'll play it. Bottom line, this is not a welding machine. And whoever put that as the name of it should be given a swift kick in the ass. Therefore, easiest F tier in my fucking life. Crime rate was higher when lead was used in water pipes and infrastructure. I'd like to see a statistic on it. I don't doubt you. It's just I'm not educated enough on that period of history when it comes to that. I think there's a lot of other factors at play. You don't need a soldering machine that can run Quake. One second. Oh. So yeah, fuck that thing, and whoever came up with it. What is this? A crimper? Oh! Oh, that's handy. That's nice. And you've even got the little thing there so you can, like, hit it with a hammer, because there's no way your thumb will do that. That's actually really good. I like that. Let's check the reviews. 95% recycled material. Not bad. Granted, if you're in welding, chances are you don't give too much of a shit about the internet, about the environment, but still never hurts. Very food. Thank you, Ali Akbar. Oh boy. Anyways, this little crimper thing, I like that. I wish I had one of those. I don't do crimping a lot, but like I just do it with a fucking hammer. I'll say B tier. That seems like it would be very nice. Actually, C tier, because like now we'll go B tier. It's a pleasant surprise. Very food. Did someone eat the crimper? A magnetic welding torch holder. Put on the welder. Put on the table. Put under the table. Okay. Assuming it's well made, that is. Any tool, if it's badly made, will be shit. Like it. With all of these things, we are assuming that, you know, the wraparound is actually straight. The center punch doesn't get stuck in the middle. The wedges will fucking not chip. Or that the soldering gun isn't a soldering gun.
I'll crimp with you, sweetie pie.
I did not do that well. When I wanted to get into my welding phase, I wanted to take shop classes, and school siblings said, "Don't do that, we'll teach you." And they never did. Ah. I'll teach you. And we'll do it badly together. Once I get a shitty welding machine, we are going to do a welding stream. And with a proper inspection. You'll see how bad my welds are. I am not a good welder by any means. And yeah. This thing. So it's literally a magnet that you just throw on your table. Or on the welder. Spoiler, if you have any decent welding machine, it's gonna have a holder built in. And if you don't have a decent welding machine, then you don't need to fucking take care of your torch that badly. It's a shitty welding machine. Like, if it can't handle resting on the ground a little, you've got very dirty floors. Nah, this isn't terrible. It's just... I've named one of my Meg that's not relevant to welding. I'm gonna put it in D tier. It's not bad by any means. It's just not solving any real problem. Put the crimpy thingy on your throne. I'd like to see you try it out if you ever do IRL welding tutorial vids. Like, you know what? Yeah. Fuck it. There we are. It's for crimping. My siblings promised me welding and woodworking is yet to be taught. Seem to be taught, but I learned woodwork on my own. Fuck yeah. Okay. We need a different song. Make bird and bat houses. Nice. That's the wrong music. Fuck that. All right. Ah, flat soapstone. We loved it. A taper gauge. Yeah, actually. So what is a taper gauge, you may ask? Well, it's this thing. And that answers that. Basically, you fucking stick it in a hole, and whatever number you can see is how wide the gap is. It's pretty fucking simple. And the best thing is that a lot of wedges have these built in. Now, granted, after you've hammered the fuck out of it, it's not that accurate. But there's also things called step wedges, which have a long flat part that is a certain width, and then it steps up, and then it's a thicker width, and then it steps up, and it's thicker, and those are really fucking nice. I love step wedges. This would be alright. Like, yeah. This is a valuable tool. It's not an absolutely necessary one by any means. Because, like, realistically, there's other shit that can get the job done, but fuck it, you know? Weld finger. What? I don't understand. Is this supposed to be a fucking ground clamp? Steady small parts. Oh! It's literally to hold something in place. The wedge seems like it'd be good for vampires, too. It ain't wooden, though. And you don't want a wooden wedge, because when you pound the fuck out of that, it doesn't really go back. I don't quite see the value in this if you have a helper. Summer, I have a colony of bats who returns. I need to inspect the house. Dang. Okay, nope, not this song. Not that either. We're just gonna keep running into songs that we don't want. Fuck it. Let's try this one. So this is just to hold something in place. Now, it does have feet that are adjustable, so you can do it on pipe. This could be good for an OLED, I think, or lugs like that. You know what? If you're an inexperienced welder, or if it's a shit position, I can see this being handy. So, yeah. I'm gonna put it in C tier. see myself if I learned and got good at welding, working on ship repairs, just on my phone with my mom. Talk to you later, Mom. Jumping off a ship right now with a welder to fix a hole. Oh, man. Underwater welding. That is something I never fucking want to do. The fuck? A welding spoon? Insert heroin joke here. If you know welders, you know. Heat dissipation. Okay, I get that it's something you can hold, but what the fuck is it for? Copper plate behind the sheet metal hole. Position the torch. Trigger and blob in balls of weld. Weld to cover the hole. Hole filled. Wait. Okay. So this is to fill in the space without... Oh, so you don't melt the sheet metal as much, because you can just... That... Okay. And welder has a... copper has a much higher melting point than most... Not most, all... I believe all steels. So that... Okay. You know what? Yeah, if it... Plug weld. It won't stick to the copper plate. I can respect this. I have yet to see one in action myself. And I've yet to come into a position that requires one. But I think in those situations, this would be a B tier. We're just on the first fucking page. Safety contour. A burning guide. A durable straight edge for use with a burning torch or plasma cutter. I think I wasn't allowed welding because of my mom. It's possible. So, what do you... What's this for? Yeah. Ah! That's fucking loud! Yeah. Okay, this is not helpful. That's not fucking helpful. Fuck me. Hedge trimmer and big animals. I assume that this has a use, I just don't... Do you just glide your torch head along the straight edge of it? I haven't run into a situation where I've needed that. Oh, man. No batteries required for this piece of plastic. Welding items confuse me. Well. This one is to cut certain contours in the pipe. Was that supposed to be some sort of guide for welding and cutting? I believe so, but I'm not experienced in using those, so I don't feel that I'd be giving it a fair judgment. These things, though, are handy as fuck. I don't run into a situation where I need to use them often. But, like, when you do, you love them. Weld fillet gauge is just mandatory. Magnetic ground clamp. I've never trusted magnetic clamps because, you know, they're not fucking clamps. They're just magnets. And fucking magnets, how do they work? Exactly. You don't know. That's not... There's gotta be. Okay, this is the most fucked up fit up clamp I've seen. But fuck it. So typically I see them in the form of like vice grips. Like those locking hand pliers that we saw earlier. But yeah. And then you put your pipe, like you, excuse me, on these two boops and this top boop, you put your piece that's secured, and then you put the piece that you're trying to put on, and you use those two little knobs and that top knob to fit it up so that internally it lines up. Now, this one I don't fucking like because it's a fucking, excuse me, it's a fucking C-clamp and it doesn't need to be. So we'll look for another one. But if we do see one, it's an easy S tier. Those things are just fucking... They're wonderful. Fully articulated armrest. Magnetic base. God damn it. But granted, you kind of need it to be portable and movable. So this is to help you stay in one spot or move in a specific motion. The downside is that I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. Being in one position for a long time can be very fucking tiring. But unless you're doing just the same thing repeatedly, this is gonna end up being, I'd argue, more hassle than it's worth. Although, now if you have a positioner and it's rotating, then Oh, that actually... But you're still... You've still got your left arm to brace you if you're right-handed. Like, you... I don't know. Should I call a welder? I think I'm going to call a welder. Phone a friend. Yeah. Okay. So, the model will now awkwardly stare ahead as I attempt to phone a friend. I think I have to mute because he's definitely going to say my legal name as soon as I fucking call him. But still. But as a welder, do you feel that you could make good use of an articulated armrest? Like
articulated armrest?
Yeah, like your stinger hand rests on it as you're, using your positioner, and so you're just making the movements with your wrist slightly. Do you feel it would get in the way more, or would it be?
That would be completely useless.
Fair enough. All right.
Wait, you holding an articulating arm?
Like it attaches to your table, and it's basically an armrest for your stinger arm.
It'd be more useful if you could rest your other arm.
Well, you could most likely do that as well, but...
Because you're more moving your wrist more than anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So that could be useful, yeah.
Okay. So we're doing a tier list of random tools that I find on Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah. What level do you think that would be at?
It is pretty important to stay stable while you're welding, so I'd put that at the 7, actually.
Okay, so like a B tier?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good to me. Thank you, man.
But that's also something you can easily make yourself.
Yeah,
so
that is also true.
I wouldn't buy it. So I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah. But, oh, that is good enough information for me. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye. God, he's so fucking cool. He is so cool. All right. Well, you heard the man. This is going in B tier because, yeah. If you can't rest your spare hand on anything, then you're non-sexually raw dogging the weld. And that it takes quite a bit of practice. So that's fair. Yeah, I would I trust his judgment. That is my roommate, by the way. /cousin /buddy. A designer rod holder. Oh, damn. Raw dogging a weld sounds unpleasant. as someone who's been recircumcised by a buffing wheel, I agree. I think I'm just gonna put this in D tier and call it a day on that one, because fuck that one. If you've got pants that are designed for welding, they have this built in. If you've got pants that aren't designed for welding, you shouldn't be wearing them while welding typically. Oh, welder just sent me a message. It's a... I don't like that meme. Okay. Next one. After Man, our production value is going up. I got to fucking call a welder. You know how much money that normally costs? Talk is free. Okay. Little welding edge-to-edge panel clamps. Go fuck yourself. Insert the pliers. Ew. That sounds kind of gay. A tungsten carbide tip. We all love a good cunt-stained tongue glide. Oh, hi Vix. Do you want to go for ice cream? Unrelated to that comment about tungsten carbide. What did I walk into? We're doing a tier list of different welding tools. While Fire Emblem music plays. Oh, here's a good one. Thickness gauges. Anyone who deals with this shit can typically tell you the different gauges of wire, except down to really low ones. Vix, with half an hour maybe? Think that'd work out? That way I can get enough footage for a video. Fuck yeah! Do welding masks have to look a certain way, or can they be customized? So, that's a very good fucking question. Let's find some better music. That's not better. That's not better. That's not better. That's not better. Fuck it. So when you look at a welding helmet, there's a couple different factors that we're looking at. We want ease of use. We want basic fucking visibility. We want protection. So, welcome to the most basic welding helmet you will find. The beak would get in the way, yes. This is as... I wouldn't say as simple as it gets, but this is the gold standard. You have full facial protection from UV rays and debris coming back at you and spatter. And then you have a lens that can flip up to reveal a clear lens. So that way, if you're grinding, or if you're trying to get into position, you can either do the flip up and down really fast, or you can flip down that little visor. Welding is almost always about production. Then we come across things like this. The fucking Miller Classic. Or, in other words, a welding helmet with an auto-darkening lens. So with this, you've got a wider field of view. You've got full coverage again. But this time, the thing has a sensor up here where once that light hits it, it auto-darkens your view. So you don't have to do that additional movement with your hand or with your head. It just goes. Then you got ones like this, where, you know, it's even better. So let's take a look at those. Plague Doctor, unfortunately, Vix is correct. The beak just would get in the way too much. Also, to get it to, if you had it moved around so that the beak didn't get in the way somehow, your other issue is now you need 2 round auto-darkening lenses, because taking this thing on and off, it's not a quick, smooth movement. Let's see. Iron Man. Now, with this, it's just having that center part does kind of fuck you up a little, but I get most masks and helmets will be like that, so whatever, we'll let that slide. Iron Man's mask, if you have this so that it rotates down like a regular welding helmet, fuck yes. This will work. And it'll work pretty well, I'd say. Now, would I prefer a regular one? Probably. But would I look cool as fuck? Yeah. Yeah, no, this would be cool. Now, if you go for the Iron Man Mark 1, then you're getting into some fucking territory where you look fucking dumb, but also it is kind of cool in this context. Darth Vader. Vader's even got a fucking respirator built in. That's fucking perfect. And he's got the fucking thing going down, so you don't even have to wear a welding cap underneath this. Like, you ain't getting shit in your helmet. This is good. This is nice. Darth Vader welding. Hollow Knight. It would work. Kind of. The problem is that in every depiction of Hollow Knight, those eyes are so fucking far apart. Functional respirator. Yeah. It's how Vader lives, among other things. I'm sure a major Star Wars nerd will come in. It's not just molded in shapes. Well, with this it is, but I'm saying, like, in universe, it is a very functional respirator. And the size of it works for a real one. What about Soundwave? Yeah. Now, granted, you got a lot of extra weight. That's gonna fucking kill your neck over time. But if you slim it down, that'd be excellent. And in fact, these side vents, sure, you could have, like, fucking, you know, have a built-in fucking respirator, because most, what is it? Most, higher class fabrication companies are requiring these days to have a respirator with your welding lid. And that means that old gold standard I was talking about doesn't really cut it as much, because wearing a respirator under that is awkward as fuck. You can still do it. It's still very doable, but it's uncomfortable. So having something built in is excellent. And I think a welding helmet based off of a helmet like this, that'd be all right. Oh, you could even put a flashlight in there if you wanted. Excellent questions, fellas. Proud of you. Now, this wire gauge thing. While it's not necessarily required for everything, the simple fact of the matter is, it's fucking better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Yeah. I'll give that a B tier. There's a lot of B tiers. A practice welding coupon kit? That is actually cool. Wait, is that dice? Hold the fuck on. That's actually really cool. That is so cool. Start with our steel, finish with your skill. That's fucking cool. That is a cool fucking... Oh my god. That is... I would love to do that. I've never used a tungsten sharpener myself. Look at that. Auto darkening with an LED on top. Welding rod sticks, metal very easy melt. Yeah, okay. Okay, sure. Say goodbye to the welding gun, only a lighter is needed. Stainless steel welding effect. If you use this shit on stainless, I will personally weld your nuts to it. Like that. Oh, fucking chain vise. Buddy. If you have ever dealt with small bore threaded, there is nothing more beautiful than a chain vise. Oh, and this one even has a pipe bender. How nice. Yeah. Clamps onto it. Fucking get your pipe wrench or crescent, depending on fitting, of course. Or proper wrench, as you should, because crescents can slip and then you can be injured. And then that's not good. Fucking tri-stand gets an easy A tier. We love the tri-stand.
God damn it. A welding backpack. Here we are! There we are. That. Boom. Fucking fit up clamps. Look at that. Boom. Easy as shit. These fucking things are a godsend. We love fit-up clamps. We fucking love fit-up clamps. And... oops. Chain grip. Chain vice grip? Yeah. Chain grips are a welder's second best friend. You can put these around pipe. You can put these around your peener. You can put these wherever you like. Please don't put them around your peener. You won't like how it feels. Trust me. You can tell that I was a fitter apprentice for a while because of the way I rate these. Would not recommend them for bondage. Well, yeah, not if your fucking partner's a pussy. Get jute ropes for that. Look, all I'll say is that, welders are a different breed. And I mean that as both a compliment and a grave, grave insult. Now, here we go. Step wedge. In the immortal words... hey! How's it going, Chris? In the immortal words of our Lord and Savior Hannah Montana, you get the best of both worlds. That's exactly what these do. Can be hammered to pry up... wow, look at that wonderful Photoshop. Get a Glock from Amazon. There are so many sentences... wow, I can't even talk shit. A step wedge, huh? I'm sure that's gonna get rated high. I hate you. I hate you so fucking much. 'Cause I'm going to put it in fucking S tier. Actually, no, I'll put it in A tier just to fucking spite you. There's no fucking way that you can do this to me. No. No. You can't ruin these for me. You dick. Higher. Fuck you. This music's fitting, because I'm sad. Why are we getting into fucking wire stripping machines? Oh, because it... We're at the crackhead side of things. Good boy. Go fuck yourself. I appreciate that we're able to have interactions like this, Vix. Let's get one more. And let's change this fucking song. All right. What do we got here? We've got a couple things. In your dreams. Shut up. That's all the welding tools on Amazon. Customers who viewed items in your browsing history also viewed a cactus. We found it! The ultimate welding tool. The cactus. It's beautiful. Think of all the welding. Think of the welding! Think of the welding! You're goddamn right. Ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, I'm Peddles of Regretfully Mine. I am a certified welding inspector, and this is my tier list of the best welding tools on Amazon. That's all I have for you today. I'm gonna go get some chicken strips and ice cream, and then beg a girl to step on me. Because that's what welding is all about. Cactus! Okay, the fucking Snapchat notification probably ruined that, but still. That was cinematic as fuck! Bye, Peddles. Hope she steps on you. She already has, but, like, hope she does it again. This is why you guys need to donate to me. So I can stop asking girls to step on me and start paying them to step on me. The next step in my career. Goddamn right. Right. Ladies, gentlemen, and otherwise, I'm fucking hungry. Go take a look at the post. Show your support of our expertise together. God, I'm so cool. All right. I'll see you all next time on Regretfully Mine. Fuck, that was a good stream. I'm fucking proud of myself.